Hello and welcome to your practice today. I'm Kayla and I'll be guiding you through a class that is focused on interoceptive awareness. So, interoceptive awareness is our ability to come inwards, to start to explore the inner landscape of your body, your sensations, your breath, and anything that resides inside your body. A lot of the time in our lives, we spend our time shoulders up, so in our heads a lot. So you can think of this class as a way to drop from your head down into your heart. It's a journey inwards. So with all that being said, I invite you now to come to lying down and we'll begin the practice there. So you won't need any props for this practice. You might like a block if you wish, but you don't need any. So let's come down onto the back and lengthen down the legs and bring your arms down by your sides. So just begin to get comfortable, making any adjustments that you need to feel that just 5% more comfortable lying here on your back. And if your lower back is aching at the moment, you can always bend through your knees and keep your feet flat down on the earth for now. Otherwise, keep your legs extended. Closing down the eyes if that feels good for you. And allowing your awareness and attention to slowly drop inwards. And landing here on your mat. Landing here in your body. And taking some deep and full breaths into the rib cage, expanding the diaphragm, and settling yourself here on the exhale. Good. From here, we'll start to take a little body scan. So gather your awareness and send it down to your toes. Can you notice what's happening down there? What sensations do you feel? There might be a sense of tingling. There's lots of nerve endings in our toes. And now gather your awareness and send it down to coming back up to your fingers. What sensations do you feel in your fingers? Now expand that awareness to the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet. What might you feel here? Noticing what you're feeling in your legs, all the way from your ankle up to your hips, taking in all those subtle and vibrant sensations. Noticing how your arms feel. Now sending your awareness to the back body, the hips connected with the earth, the lower back, the back of the ribs, the back of the shoulders, and the back of the head. Taking in all this information not attaching to it and not creating stories, just simply noticing how your body feels. And lastly, bring attention to your breath. Notice as it moves through the nostrils and in towards the lungs. Just tuning into all those sensations as it brushes past the upper lip, through the nostrils. Just taking in all that information. And how does your breath feel in your body today? Where do you feel your breath in your body today? Now, can you bring your whole body into awareness? Feeling the whole body here. Like a forest of sensation, alive, all this beautiful activity happening. Good, so we'll release that technique and we'll begin to come into some movement. So you can keep your eyes closed here, or you might like to just open and hold a soft gaze. We're going to walk the feet over to the right. So the rest of the body stays still. We're just going to walk the feet over to the edge of the right side of your mat. Maybe that right foot comes off slightly until you begin to feel a gentle stretch in the left side of the hip. Keep the feet nice and soft. Okay, just take a breath in here and a breath out. Place your left hand flat down on the ground. And with your next inhale, start to float that left arm up, over, and lay it back down on the floor behind you. Good. As you exhale, settle it down there, and perhaps your head might like to roll over to the right as you stretch through the left fingers. With your next inhale, float the arm back up, head comes back to center. Exhale as you gently lower that left arm down. Settle the body down. Inhale as you extend up and back. Maybe veer off slightly to the right as your head drops down. Look over to your right. Inhale as you float back up. Exhale, lay the arm down. This next round, start to notice sensation as you lay that arm down. What do you feel on that left side of the body? Maybe even activate through that left foot by pointing the toes, reaching through the fingers, and we'll stay here this time. Just breathing into the left rib cage, feeling it expand outwards. And soften the rest of your body and soften your face. Good. As you inhale next, start to float that left arm up and bring it back down. Gently walk your feet back to center. And both hands flat down on the mat, and just take a little pause here. Notice any differences that you might feel in the sides of your body, left compared to right. And when you're ready, start to walk those feet over to the left this time. Just repeating that same sequence of movements on this side. So walking your feet out as far as you can until you start to feel that nice little pull on the right outer hip. Turn your palm down, right palm downwards to the earth. Settle the face, settle the shoulders. Good. With your inhale, start to float that right arm up and straight back. Lay it down. With your next breath in, start to float the arm back up and back down. Exhale. Inhale as you float up. This time veer off slightly to the left so you start to feel that big side body stretch, or just a gentle side body stretch. Maybe look over to the left. Good. Inhale as you float the arm back up. Slowly exhale, bring it back down, following the journey of your breath. Inhale as you float up, veer off to the left, look over to the left, and settle down here. And playing with this, so you might like to point those right toes and extend through the right fingers, creating some vibrancy in that right side body. Breathing into the rib cage. Breathing into your lung. And with your next breath in, float that right arm back up, down to the side of your body, and walk your feet back to center. We'll take our yogic pause here, or sacred pause. Noticing how your body feels, noticing sensation. Good. Now begin to walk your feet back towards your hips so that your feet come flat down onto the earth and your knees are bent. Good. Hug the right knee towards your chest, interlace your fingers around the top of that right knee. Gently pull it in towards your chest, compressing your digestive organs. Good. And from here, we're going to take some nice gentle circles as you move that knee around the hip socket. So we're not searching for any intense sensations. We're not chasing that today. We're looking for the really subtle sensations. And when you're ready, rotating around the other way. And keep your breath flowing, soft and gentle. Good. Coming back to center. And we'll place the hands behind the thigh this time, interlacing the fingers. Hug your knee in towards your chest. Create some gentle pressure. And with your inhale, extend your right heel up to the sky. Extend through the leg and feel that sensation spark in the back of the right leg. Again, just searching for sensation, not a deep stretch. Take another inhale here. As you exhale, bend into that right knee and gently pull the thigh towards the chest. Inhale as you press the heel back up to the sky, breathing into sensation. Exhale, knee comes down, bend into the knee. Inhale as you stretch out, noticing what what you feel here. We'll stay here in the stretch and start to rotate through the ankle, leading with the big toe out to the side, pointing forward to the left and back down to your nose. Moving slowly and mindfully so that you can really take in all those bits of sensory information occurring in your ankle. And keep your breath flowing. And can you soften into any parts of the body that you do not need to be working right now? Beautiful. Coming to stillness, we'll just hug that knee back into the chest. Plant the foot back down on the earth next to the left foot and just take a moment, our sacred pause. How does that right leg feel different to the left leg? What changes do you notice? Temperature, tingling, buzzing, aliveness. Good. When you're ready, start to hug that left knee into your chest, interlace your fingers, bring it around the top of that left knee, and then begin to start your little circles here, really slowly. Just exploring your hip joint, exploring all the sensations. And go around the other way, opposite direction, I should say. And coming back to center, rearrange your grip, placing your hands underneath your thigh this time, and draw the knee inwards, compressing into the digestive organs, the colon. Good. With your next inhale, press your left heel up to the sky and extend through that leg. Ooh, what becomes vibrant here? For me, I can really feel into that hamstring and the back of the calf. Good. With your next exhale, draw your knee towards your nose, hug the thigh in. Inhale as you extend, breathing into that sensation. Exhale as you come down. This last round will stay, extending here. And then begin to start your ankle rotations, leading with the big toe. Moving very slowly. The slower we go, the more information we can take in, embracing any clicks and pops. If it feels good to watch your foot and your ankle move, just noticing all those ligaments and muscles. Beautiful. Coming back to stillness. And then slowly make your way down, hug the knee in, and place the foot back down to the earth. Taking our little yogic pause, perhaps noticing how things might feel more balanced, or maybe that left side is more vibrant. Good. With your arms flat down on the earth here, we'll come into a little two-legged table or bridge pose, feet flat down on the earth. Take an inhale and an exhale. With your next inhale, you're going to lift your hips just a quarter of the way up. So what does that look like in your body? Just notice what becomes active, what sensations you feel. Take another inhale here. And with your slow and long exhale, lay your spine back down really slowly, ending with the hips and the tailbone pointing down towards the earth. Good. With your next inhale, you're going to lift your hips halfway up. Notice what happens here. What do you feel? What becomes more active? Good. With your next exhale, begin to slowly descend vertebrae by vertebrae, absorbing into the rebound of the pose. Good. With your inhale, you're going to lift 3/4 of the way this time, pressing through the heels. Maybe a slight glute activation here. 3/4 of the way. Notice what you feel. And then slowly make your way down on your exhale so you don't have to keep up with anyone's breath. You stay with your own flow of breath. Landing down. Good. We'll do one last round, coming all the way up this time. Pressing the hips up, come to the tips of the shoulder blades. Squeeze gently into your glutes. Feel a gentle flame. Notice the vibrant sensations. Perhaps noticing the more subtle and gentle sensations. And then with your next exhale, start to slowly make your way down. Absorbing the earth bit by bit. Good, landing and just taking a pause. Noticing what's alive in your body. Heel toe your feet out towards the edges of your mat. And bring your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up into cactus arms. Good. From here, we'll just start to windshield wiper those knees side to side, moving slowly, moving at your pace. And the head might like to join along, so as your knees move to one side, your head looks in the opposite direction. Tuning into all those bits of sensory information as you move with your breath. And keep your fingers soft. Just begin to notice where you tend to hold unnecessary tension. Sometimes we can get stuck in different states of our nervous system and flight or fight or freeze. So just bringing your awareness to those bits of yourself with compassion and with kindness, letting go where you need to. Now drop your knees all the way over to your right. Extend your left arm all the way back so that your face begins to hug in towards the inside of that left arm. Feel that sensory information of warmth from the arm radiating into your face and vice versa. Settle down into that left shoulder. If it feels good for you, you can place your right hand onto your lower belly and just feel yourself gently breathing here. Fingers are soft, face is soft, jaw is unclenched. Beautiful. With your next inhale, just start to unfurl out and begin to make your way over to your left side. So your left knees drop down, your right arm extends back, hug your face in towards that right arm, like holding yourself here, creating a home within your own body. If it feels okay, you can place your left hand onto your lower belly, so your lower ribs, upper belly, and just noticing the rise and fall of your ribs, your beautiful lungs, breathing, oxygenating your body, giving you life. Good. With your next inhale, we'll just come back to center. And you can take a little wave side to side here if that feels okay before landing all the way on your right. Beautiful. Once you've come all the way onto your right, you will just press yourself up from here and come to seated. You can come onto a block if that feels better for you. Just readjust my hair. So come onto a block if your hips feel a little tight today so that you can feel comfortable and sit tall within your spine. Good. From here, bring your hands to your heart. So one hand can place over your heart and the other hand is settling down on that. Just bow your chin down towards your own heart, noticing the sensation and stretch in the back of the neck here. Just take some breaths, connecting to yourself. Good. With your next breath in, you're going to open your arms out like you're gathering a big beach ball in between your hands. Lift your heart and extend through your spine. Maybe even look up if that feels okay. With your next exhale, start to make your way back to your heart and replace the opposite hand down. So like coming home, gently round through your spine, dip your chin, slightly curl your tailbone under. With your inhale, lift your heart, open your arms. Maybe a big smile on your face. Exhale, coming home, back to your heart, back inwards. Last round, inhale, lift, expand. And exhale, slowly make your way back. We'll take a pause here, just a neutral spine, hands on heart, feeling the warmth of your body, the vibrations of your breath. Good. And from here, we'll place the hands just anywhere on your thighs or your knees, wherever feels comfortable for you. We're going to do something called yielding now. And I like to think of it as those little wooden toys that you may have played with when you were younger. Had a little button at the bottom. And when you press the button up, the little wooden man would collapse. And then as you let the bottom button go, the little wooden man would stand back straight. So think of that as you come into this yielding practice. So you'll take a deep breath in, feel it yourself growing in your spine, everything almost energizing and reaching outwards. And with your exhale, you're just going to let your body collapse where it wants to go. Just notice where your body wants to move. With your inhale, imagine rising up from your base, lifting through your spine, crown of the head comes last. With your long and full exhale, start to collapse where your body wants to go. Maybe feeling into any lines of pull in your fascia. And then inhale as you grow back up. We'll keep moving through this. Close your eyes and start to feel into the beautiful sensations. Noticing where your body wants to go. Three more rounds, experimenting. Last round. Just linger here in the exhale. Feel your whole body surrendered, collapsed, in a state of being rather than doing. And then slowly make your way back up. Good. Take a moment, our sacred yogic pause. Notice how you feel. Tune inward. Tune into your heart. Tune into what's true for you in this moment. Good. Open your eyes softly so that you can just see what I'm doing. We'll place our hands together. And then from here, we're going to start to gently rub our hands down the insides of the forearms, up and down. Just very gently. You might like to interlace the fingers slightly as you come through. It's a beautiful way to haven or self-haven, creating that space of giving and receiving through the hands. Notice the sensations that arise. And then you can begin to move fairly fast here. So we're just rubbing the palms together now, creating heaps of heat in between the hands through that friction, that energy that you're creating through your own body, faster and faster. And then bring those hands over the face, over the eyes, press fairly solidly or firmly down. Just receiving this beautiful warmth from your hands. Breathe in this space of darkness. Good. Taking the hands away from the face and bring your hands over the tops of your shoulders, fronts of your shoulders. For 5 strokes, we're slowly just going to stroke the hands down towards the elbows. Like you're giving yourself a little hug, and maybe even drag the hands across the forearms and then come back up to the shoulders. Noticing what you feel in your body here. What does this feel like for you? Does it feel safe? Does it feel awkward? Does it feel like home? Just noticing what comes up for you. There's no right or wrong. Make sure that you're breathing. Beautiful. One last round. Really soaking it all in. Good. We'll just land here with the hands resting on the elbows or wherever they would like to. Just notice how you feel. Good. From here we'll come down onto, we're actually going to do a forward facing Shavasana today, and if that doesn't feel like something you would like to do today, you're most welcome to come onto your back. Otherwise, you can come onto your front. I'm actually going to come onto my back so that I don't block the mic. But if you would like to come onto your front, just come onto your front. You can either just have your arms lying down by your sides with your head facing one way, or you can stack your palms elbows wide and rest your forehead down onto your palms. Just notice how this might feel, and at any time if you would like to shift and come onto your back, you can do that. So just finding your variation of Shavasana. Maybe it feels good to have your knees bent with knees falling inwards. This is how I think I'm going to land today. One hand on heart, one hand on upper belly, lower rib cage. And we'll just take a couple minutes here to allow the practice to integrate, to soften back down into the breath. Just allow your awareness to settle. We're not aiming to focus on anything. Allow it to just settle in the back of your head into a little corner as you allow your whole body to rest. If you would like to stay in your Shavasana, you're most welcome to pause the video and continue. And I recommend this to stay for as long as your body needs, lap it up. Otherwise, if you would like to end your practice, come with me and slowly just welcome your awareness back into those sensations. You can begin at the toes and the fingers and slowly work your way towards your core. Toes to legs to hips, down the arms, through the shoulders, through the chest. Just taking and holding the whole body in awareness. Allow your mouth to open slightly and feel that jaw just completely relaxed here. Just noticing whenever you begin to clench through the jaw throughout your day, can you just soften and release by slightly opening the mouth so that you're not holding and gripping. Good. From here, we'll just invite some little movements in, maybe a sway of the hips side to side, the wriggle of the fingers and the toes, some deep and full breaths. And in your own time and in your own way, begin to make your way up to seated. Legs crossed, or however you might like to sit. Keep your eyes closed if you can, or just hold a soft gaze. Good. We'll bring the hands to the lower rib cage, upper belly. Stack the hands there. Soften your shoulders down. And we'll just take 3 cleansing breaths as we finish the practice. Good. So with your inhale, filling up the lungs, extending that breath down into the diaphragm, and a big audible sigh out. Good. Inhale. Out. With this last breath, really linger in the exhale. Inhale. Holding the breath. And when your body needs to, when it asks for it, just taking a natural breath in and connecting back to your natural rhythm of breath. Beautiful. So placing your hands in any way that feels honorable to you. So the traditional yogic way is hands together at your heart, just connecting the left and right side of your brain. Or maybe you'd like to just hold your hands over your heart. Dip your chin, bowing down to your own self, your own higher self. Just taking a moment of gratitude, a moment to welcome every part of you. Good. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, or if you're about to go to sleep, sweet dreams. And I'll see you again soon. Thank you.